Brad Williams, XL Prime, determine the Monday day of the week. We're going to use the weekday function, and it can confuse the heck out of you. We're going to use this weekday function, and we're going to roll back, if necessary, to determine the Monday date of the week. And the way it is, the weekday function simply says return the day of the week as a number 1 through 7. Well, just throw that out the darn window. This weekday function is good and bad. The good is that it'll point out the weekday. The bad is when you start customizing it. And what I mean in terms of customizing, well, B5 is just going to give us a serial number. But then if we want to change up our weekdays, we have to change our thinking. The typical weekday is Sunday through Saturday. The numbering generally is 1 through 7. If you start customizing it, the numbering system goes to just throw it out the window. Because if we use this configuration B53, what we're saying is we're making Monday, believe it or not, we're making Monday the start date, and our count starts at 0. I know you're just going, what? Well, yeah. Using a formula based on the weekday function, you can determine the first Monday of the week for any given date. I've just shown you the formula. Here it is. Imagine you have an arbitrary date and wish to determine the Monday of the week on which it falls. Depending on the day of the week the given date falls on, you can determine the number of days that must be rolled back. If the date is a Wednesday, you must roll back 2 days. If the date is a Friday, you must roll back 4 days. And you're thinking, what? Friday, Monday to Friday seems like 5 days. Here's how it looks. Date, Monday, 0. Tuesday, 1. Wednesday, 2. Thursday, 3. Friday, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. How do you calculate the rollback number? It turns out that the weekday function with a minor modification can provide us with the required rollback number. Weekday typically requires a number ranging from 1 to 7 for each day of the week. By setting the second optional argument, return type, up here, return type, we change the return type to 3. Weekday returns the number 0 through 6 for a week beginning on Monday. In other words, weekday can be used to generate the rollback values in the table above for any given date. This is a direct application of the formula. B5 minus weekday B53. Let's just say the date is August 20, 2029. Weekdays, August 25th, 2029, 3. August 20th, 25th, minus 6. August 19th. I know you're shaking your head, and I still shake my head when I look at this thing. How does it work? If you're looking at Thursday, February 22nd, we need to roll back to February 19th. We're going to use this formula, B6. This is the way it works. B53 is 3. We're looking at Thursday. Look at the number here. Thursday is now a 3. All we're doing is taking 5 minus 3 to come back to this Monday. Saturday, this right here, weekday B5, 3 is 5. You're going, what? Well, yeah, look down here. Saturday is 5. What am I talking about? B7 minus 5 is equal Monday. You're going, I don't like this. There's another option. You can go B5, choose weekday, and then you have to identify. All you're doing is the same thing over here, but now you're stating Monday is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're doing the same thing. B5, 2. B5, 2 equals, and remember, you're going to have to go back and remember, what does this 2 represent? You're saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as opposed to this previous example where we use 3. Here, 3. You see that 3? Weekday 3? Well, here, if you use the choose function, you're going to have to use B5, 2. I know. It is. What's the moral of the story? Don't roll back. No, I'm serious. Reread this. Fool around with all of the different examples, okay? I have to work at this day in and day out to try to remember this rollback feature and this customization. This is not one of those simple, well, it's a just a typical Excel function. No, this one will make you think a little bit, and if not, then you're a master, and then you can go over to the advanced program or the advanced tutorial and laugh going, come on, Brad, show me something challenging. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for watching.